In spite of all the slumps, injuries, and doubt surrounding the Seattle Mariners right now, they just beat the best team in baseball in a three-game series. Mariners 3, Braves 1. Welcome to the Dom Skeen channel, your one-stop shop for the Mariners storylines on Seattle's minds. And that's right, Mariners 3-1 over the Braves, 2-1 in the series. You more than doubled the Braves' hit total, and you finally put up a respectable expected batting average for the first time in 4 games now. And respectable meaning 250, meaning just kind of barely on that cusp. Really helped up by some clutch performances which won this game. Namely, as you can see, I'm wearing the Julio Rodriguez no fly zone shirt because Julio Rodriguez, the winning run in the ball game, 30 out of 30 ballparks as a homer, 1,000 expected batting average, 436 feet, deep to center field. He takes Martin Perez deep, and that was exactly what I was hoping for in terms of putting Martin Perez in his place. You go to the box score over here. I mean, the Mariners, right, only had 3 hits yesterday. Now the Braves only have 4 hits today, one of the best offenses in the league. And they're resting maybe a guy or two in the day game, but still. I mean, the top 4 guys in this lineup came into today hitting over 300. Michael Harris dipped into 296, but still, they had plenty of hard hits in this game. But Bryan Woo is got to be the player of the game. I mean, he's got to be the story because he looks just like he should. He looks like everything that we knew he was, and the last 2 starts were a complete aberration. Look at his outing on Savant. Woo outing. Look at Woo's outing on Savant. What we see, he's using these pitches a normal amount of the time. He actually uses his four-seam fastball 2/3 of the time in this one. So, using it a lot, not scared of it, not shying away from that at all. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little bit smaller so I can fit the whole thing on here, hopefully. Perfect. So, you see 14 swinging strikes on 98 pitches for Bryan Woo. That is awesome. It's an awesome swinging strike rate. 8 on the four-seam fastball. The velocity right where it was the last start, that wasn't the problem at all. It was the zone rate. And, you get the 14 swinging strikes, 85.3 average exit velocity. Then on the four-seam fastball, which was the problem pitch last 2 times, 8 swinging strikes and an 85.9 mile an hour average EV. That's exactly what you want, right? And because of this 45% zone rate, he threw it out of the zone as much as he needed to. Going to go over to his pitch plot, and you see, this is annoying. I guess I got to do that. There you go. But looking at this, it's like, he's not throwing quite as many in the middle of the zone. There's a whole lot of, populating these fastballs up above the zone, throwing it out of the zone to induce the swing and miss. That's how he came back in this start and responded after, just leaving that thing, losing it up in the zone constantly the last 2 starts, which is super uncharacteristic of him. If there's one pitcher who you would bet on to have success with their four-seam fastball on any given day in the majors, especially with Tarek Skubal, Garrett Crochet out right now, Bryan Woo would probably be the one. Other than it's like him and Cam Schlittler, but Bryan Woo's been doing it for longer too. Anyway, so long way, of saying that let's land the plane by saying, Bryan Woo's good at pitching. He is going to respond. He's going to have a bad outing every now and again, and we haven't seen it for a long time, so we've been desensitized to what that can feel like. But anybody is susceptible to it. The floor, for Bryan Woo, do I think it's really as low as the last 2 outings? I don't know. We haven't seen the floor very much, thankfully. We'll deal with that when we get there again. Maybe we get there again this season at some point. But for now, he's figured it out with the four-seam fastball. Pumps that thing way up outside of the strike zone. Still gets plenty of swing and miss. Getting guys fouling it. Look at foul, swing and strike. I'm kind of breezing through this. I'm not necessarily going too deep into these different pitches. And look at that, like Jim Jarvis, he's just throwing four-seam fastballs right up in there in his wheelhouse. next to like right next to his shoulders, basically. Now you get Drake Baldwin. Um, I mean, yeah, you're not giving these pitchers, this deadly Atlanta lineup, like a whole lot of stuff to hit, which is exactly what you want. Uh, I mean, and when he does allow hits, they're pretty soft. I mean, the fact that he had 3 hard hits overall on 98 pitches might be the most impressive thing about this outing. Yeah, 9 strikeouts in 6 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks. Like, there's a lot of impressive factors in this start, but the 3 hard hits in 98 pitches has to take the cake, especially after what we saw from him the last 2 times. That was a complete aberration. Bryan Woo's completely back. And his breaking balls and stuff are not usually the pitches that he gets tons of whiffs on. He just gets a couple on each of them and rounds out the arsenal, basically. That's what he did here. This is the most Bryan Woo, the most typical high-end Bryan Woo start that you could ask for, and it's exactly what you needed to see right now. So anybody who was worried about Bryan Woo, I don't know how many of you were out there. Hopefully this does it for you. And if you're still worried about Bryan Woo, let me know why in the comments down below, because I can't for the life of me find any reason to be. He's usually in the zone more than 50%, but in this start, he just emphasized, I'm going to go out of the zone, more than I go in it, which is exactly what he needed to do after the last start. He just needed to live on the edges, not give up the easy stuff that he gave up last time, and it worked out. Martin Perez, Julio gets him out of there right before the quality start. He does get 11 swinging strikes on 84 pitches. So now I don't know how he does it. I mean, the changeup, right? You see the Mariners, you're like, oh, how can I really just give the Mariners fits? Let me go with a changeup 38% of the time. Let me go, with a couple sinkers and four-seam fastballs just to let the changeup play off, and then rack up 9 swinging strikes on 32 changeups. So that's, I think, if I had to say, right, that would be more of a Mariners factor and a thing for the Mariners to work on than it would be Martin Perez being awesome at this. I don't think that he is a high swinging strike rate pitcher like that. I think it's more of the Mariners just whiffing on the changeup more than they should. But he does limit the contact. 83.8 mile an hour average exit velocity for him. 5 hard hits on 84 pitches. A good start from Martin Perez, as much as it pains me to say it. Faced a lot of my least favorite pitchers recently. The Seth Lugos, the Martin Perez of the world. I can't wait to see what we have in store this weekend. Let's see. I know we got the White Sox. Yeah, we got the White Sox in Chicago. Then we get Houston here for 4 again. And then, Houston there for 4. And then Padres, then White Sox again, but this time at home. Seeing Houston and San Diego's pitchers again should help you. Obviously, seeing the pitchers more helps the offense. And then you see the White Sox twice in a row as well. So you're going to get a whole bunch of opportunities to see pitchers twice. That White Sox kind of double, that you're going to have the next 2 weeks. That's going to be an interesting one to look at. But they got Noah Schultz. After talking about Randy Johnson so much, I want you guys to watch Noah Schultz and tell me if you see that Randy Johnson in him, because it's pretty apparent, with the frame, how he works, and he's not saying that he's the modern, greatest left-handed pitcher of all time, but he has that similar build and style to Randy Johnson. I think that's mainly it for Martin Perez. More what the Mariners didn't do with him, although Julio did and helped correct the average exit velocity up a little bit more with his 110 mile an hour nuke to the pen in center field. Then Cole Young, 3 hits again, 3 hard hits, 3 hits, and almost was 4 for 4 today. The one, he was 3 for 4, with a strikeout. I was remembering wrong about the the one that Matt Olson got and then dove for the bag where he ended up getting the hit on that one. But 3 for 4 again for Cole Young. Just continues to absolutely rake. Gets the Mariners the insurance run late, driving in Josh Naylor with the double. Cole Young is now batting 6th in the order. That's perfect. He's right behind all the other guys who have been all-stars before. And JP who's leading off, obviously. But also Johnny Pareda going 2 for 2. Obviously gets pulled when he has to face the the righty. They put Dom Canzone in to face the righty, but Pareda doing well off the lefty. Fun player to have in the catcher platoon for sure. Just for the offensive ability, if nothing else. Julio, gets the homer. Naylor gets on base and scores the run, with a hit. And Randy gets a hit himself. Cal's still working through some things with that injury, I think. Not worried at all. We saw what he did when he was healthy, a week or two ago. 5 homers in 8 games, 5 and 7. What was it? Not worried about Cal one bit. That stuff's all going to correct itself. The rest of the lineup is looking pretty much like you expect it to. I think that's pretty much going to do it for this game. Some good signs from Bryan Woo. Julio putting the team on his back. You win the series. I also thought, I did want to say, Cooper Criswell looked awesome. Just something about having all these different pitches he has. 4 different pitches, 13 total pitches, and 3 swinging strikes on 13 pitches. He has no right to get the 3 swinging strikes. 2 on 4 cutters, but the guys are, he has so many different offerings and they're all good enough where he's inducing extremely weak contact. I know this one, 94.4, is what it is, but, it wasn't even a hit. This 105.6 sinker that got hit. I think that was into the outfield. I'm already having trouble remembering it, but Criswell is looking awesome. He's funky. It's unorthodox, and it's keeping guys off balance. And hopefully, it can do that for another couple months, if not the whole season. That would just be awesome, especially when the pen needs that depth right now. Jose Ferrer gets the save as well. Looks good. Only throws 11 pitches, but he makes it happen. He gets the outs he needs, and then at the very end of the game gets the strikeout. It's challenged, and ends up being a strikeout. Bizzardo, interesting. 21 pitches to get rid of the Braves in the 8th inning, and there was something funny going on with Albies where he said something to Albies or he pointed. I don't know exactly what was going on there. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, all in all, this team, despite all the flaws, all the injuries, all the stuff going on right now, being able to win this series against the Braves, I think just shows you how high the ceiling is. You have so much potential in this team, and even if you don't get it all out all at once, you're going to have a chance to win plenty of series. Doesn't matter who you're playing. And the Mariners pitching is pretty awesome, isn't it? That's how you force the Braves, hold them to 4 hits today, 173 XBA, and 1 run, and you win the ball game because of that. Oh, and you got Julio Rodriguez putting you on his back, along with Josh Naylor and Cole Young. So that's going to do it. I'm going to see you guys on Friday, or maybe I'll finally get a video out on an off day this year, tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff I could talk about, but we'll see about that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Remember, as long as you go 1-0 every pitch, stay stoic, give all glory to God. You can't lose. I'll be back again on Friday with the pregame for the game in Chicago. Go M's.